The story sets off an art class. A task is handed to the students where they will have to draw an unforgettable moment. Moreover, our main character has so many such instances, but one of them stands out from all the others, which is about the 12-year-old Yoon Ju-won. Later, a lady welcomes Yoon-sun and her daughter Ju-won into the house. There, the lady appears to be flattered with how mature Ju-won is at such a young age and wishes for her son, Seo-ha, to be the same. The lady then asks Yoon-sun about her secret for raising Jo-won to be like she is, and in response, Yoon-sun mentions that Jo-won was born like this. Later, Ju-won is wandering around the palace, and she appears to have heard from somewhere that the owner of this house is a CEO's son. Moreover, Ju-won realizes that her family is rich, but not as much as this one. While she is roaming around, Ju-won comes across Seo-ha trying to reach out for a book, but due to his short height, he is unable to. Thereupon, Ju-won decides to play with Seo-ha, and soon proceeds to make her way to him. Ju-won then asks Seo-ha if he needs some help with the book, to which Seo-ha replies that he can carry out his work by himself, while referring to Ju-won as a pumpkin. Ju-won then soon tries to reach out for a book, and in the process intentionally drops it over Seo-ha. Shortly after, Seo-ha makes his way to his mother where he complains about Ju-won intentionally dropping a book on him. However, the mother refuses to believe Seo-ha. Meanwhile, Ju-won looks over at Seo-ha and starts making strange faces and giving him stares, which leads Seo-ha to not complain about her anymore as he starts feeling threatened. Thereupon, Yoon-sun even asks Ju-won if she intentionally dropped a book on Seo-ha, to which Ju-won decides to not answer. Later, Ju-won and Seo-ha start having a go at each other once again, and thereupon, Ju-won picks up a toy truck. She then, in a threatening way, warns Seo-ha not to tell his mom that she intentionally dropped the book while crushing the toy truck in her hands. Seo-ha appears to be getting scared and starts considering Ju-won, a witch with how she was looking at him, all scary. Later, the mother is warning Seo-ha to stop calling Ju-won names. However, Seo-ha tries to make his mom understand that Ju-won is scary. Furthermore, Seo-ha mentions to his mom that he hates Ju-won even more than his father, to which the mother somewhat grapples with the gravity of the situation. Later, as Yoon-sun is driving back home along with Ju-won, she inquires to Ju-won if she has made things up with Seo-ha, to which Ju-won confirms that she did talk with him. Turns out that Ju-won is finding excitement in this situation. As for her, dealing with kids like Seo-ha is quite easy as she knows them too well. The next day, Ju-won goes back to Seo-ha's house where she announces her arrival and starts looking for him. However, Seo-ha keeps himself hidden, as he seems to be scared of Ju-won. Ju-won soon notices Seo-ha hiding and asks him if he believes that she is a witch, to which Seo-ha confirms that he does. Furthermore, Ju-won advises Seo-ha to not believe in such fantasies, and soon mentions to him that although she is not a witch, she has a secret. Ju-won then asks Seo-ha if she can tell him her secret, and it's a secret that Ju-won cannot tell to anyone. She then asks Seo-ha if he is aware of what a past life is, and soon mentions that she remembers her past life. Ju-won then asks Seo-ha if he can become interesting for her if she tells him, and proceeds to mention that she began living her 18th life. Ju-won suddenly becomes aware of the fact that she is different when she is around 10 years old, and in a flash, everything appears before her. Moreover, while being only 8 to 12 years old, she started recalling everything, and in her 18th life, Ju-won gets incarnated into a wealthy family for the first time in a long while, and thus, she thinks that she should just live quietly, since opportunities like this don't come so often. Moreover, Ju-won realizes that the best thing in this world is money, and thus she decides to befriend Seo-ha since he is richer than her. Thereupon, Ju-won mentions to Seo-ha that she wants to develop good relations with him and asks him to not be scared of her. In response, Seo-ha conveys to Ju-won that he is not scared of her and that there is nothing scary about her either, to which Ju-won proceeds to lean in closer to Seo-ha. She then asks him why his heart begins pounding rapidly when she is close to him, and asks him if he likes her. Seoha is swift in his response as he declines Ju-won's statement and mentions that there is nothing like that. Soon, their parents arrive there. Due to the loud noises, and thereupon, just when Ju-won is about to mention that Seoha likes her, Seoha covers her mouth. Days pass by, and Ju-won pays a daily visit to Seoha in his house. On one day, Seoha inquires to Ju-won as to why she keeps coming to his house every other day. In response, Ju-won states that she likes coming to his house and tells him that she likes spending time with him. As their conversation progresses further, in one instance, Ju-won refers to Seoha as a kid, to which he immediately shows annoyance and asks Ju-won not to call him a kid anymore. Seoha then reveals to Ju-won that his mother overdoes herself just because he is a child, and since he does not like the fact that he is a child, he doesn't like to be called a kid. Thereupon, Ju-won assures Seoha that she won't be referring to him as a kid anymore. Later, Ju-won even brings her sister and begins playing with her without giving much attention to Seoha. Thereupon, Ju-won performs a magic trick in front of Seoha, leaving him shocked. After this day, many days pass by, and Ju-won doesn't come to visit Seoha. One day, Ju-won visits Seoha once again, and soon inquires him as to why he has an upset expression. Seoha denies anything like that, and in response, Ju-won asks him if he is upset because she didn't come to visit him for many days, to which Seoha denies once again. However, Ju-won soon reveals to Seoha that since she is on vacation now, she will come to visit him more often, which immediately gives Seoha a sense of relief, and Ju-won notices it. Shortly after, they hear a noise from Seoha's mother and soon go over to check it out. Thereupon, the mother appears to be on bed rest and seems to be sick. The mother then inquires to Ju-won if she is a little frightened with the situation, to which Ju-won conveys that Seoha appears to be more frightened than her. Thereupon, the mother asks Ju-won to take care of Seoha and to come visit him from time to time as he needs to develop his communication skills. Ju-won, with no objections, agrees since she realizes that this is the purpose of her reincarnated life, and she is aware that Seoha's mother has little time left to live. A few days after, Seoha's mother passes away, and at her funeral, Seoha and Ju-won share a hug. After that day, Ju-won starts avoiding Seoha completely, as she realizes that she was the one who leaned in to hug Seoha first, and realizes that she has already started liking him. Ju-won meets with Seoha while it is raining heavily, and he appears to be soaking wet. Thereupon, Ju-won inquires to Seoha if he has been standing there all alone by himself, to which Seoha replies that he was there with the housekeeper, but she went away. Thereupon, Seoha proceeds to show Ju-won her own magic trick, which he has been practicing all this time. Soon, as Seoha shows Ju-won the magic trick, she gets extremely flattered. And thereupon, Seoha proposes something stranger to her. Seoha abruptly asks Ju-won to get married, and she immediately agrees to do so. However, she soon realizes that she has unconsciously made a decision and hopes that she will not regret it later. Ju-won hopes that Seoha will forget about such childish promises when they grow up. Ju-won realizes that she becomes just like an actual 12-year-old when she is around Seoha. Meanwhile, Ju-won is trying her best to forget about the promise that she just made, but it keeps coming back to her. So she abruptly asks Seoha to forget about the getting married promise when they grow up. Later that day, Yoon-sun receives a phone call from Seoha, who mentions her desire to go to the amusement park on his birthday, but reveals that no one can accompany him. Soon, Ju-won inquires to Yoon-sun about the subject of the recent phone call, and Yoon-sun explains it all. Ju-won then immediately volunteers to accompany Seoha on his visit to the amusement park, and assures Yoon-sun that she will take good care of him. Since Yoon-sun is aware that Ju-won is much more adult compared to her age, she agrees with her proposition. Later, as Ju-won and Seoha are making their way to the amusement park, Ju-won inquires him about the reason for him acting stubbornly with her intentionally. Soon, Seo-ha reveals to Ju-won that he promised her mother that he would go to the amusement park with her on his birthday. Moreover, Seo-ha's mother promises to stay healthy until then, but things do not turn out as they are supposed to. Ju-won then asks Seo-ha if he has brought his mother too, which Seo-ha confirms that he did and takes out a photo frame of his mother. Furthermore, Seo-ha reveals to Ju-won that he also told his mother about them getting married and mentions that his mother agrees as well. Moreover, Seo-ha believes that his mother might remember it when she is reborn. Soon, something unexpected and unfortunate occurs, and the car they are in collides with another one, thus resulting in a drastic accident, which in turn takes their lives. In her last breaths, Ju-won promises Seo-ha that she will remember him in her next life, and that is how Ju-won's 18th life ends. In the next scene, Ju-won encounters an old man who appears to find her very interesting. Upon being asked if it is her second life, Ju-won reveals to the old man that it isn't. She then proceeds to move closer to the old man and whispers in his ears that it is her 19th life, leaving him frightened. Moreover, as promised, Ju-won appears to remember Seo-ha in this life and wonders if he remembers her as well. Jeom-ban is Ju-won's name in her 19th life. Moreover, in most of her past lives, she has tried to blend in and lead a quiet life. But this time, she has done something different and has decided to stand out from the crowd. For starters, everyone in the company knows who Jeom-ban is, and she appears to be very famous as well. Furthermore, many known companies have been trying to recruit Ban to work with them as well. There are a few reasons as to why Ban has decided to stand out like this, and the first thing that she thought when her memories came back was that it was not at all going to be easy for her this time. Ban's mom left her when she was 4. Her dad was an alcoholic and her brother was completely out of control. And there was this seemingly insurmountable obstacle, which was poverty. Ban believes that these circumstances are too harsh compared to her past life, as she has gone from living in a 2-story mansion to a tiny rooftop dump. Moreover, Ban made most of all the skills she had honed over the years, and now she has accomplished in becoming a successful woman. But there is a problem, and that is that she still hasn't managed to meet Seo-ha properly. This has made Ban realize how difficult it is for two people to meet, especially when they come from two completely different backgrounds. Turns out that as soon as Seo-ha graduated from college, he went abroad and hasn't been back to Korea since then. Well, he has been back a few times, but since he is the chairman's son and has a busy schedule all day, Ban hasn't found the right time or means to meet Seo-ha. Moreover, Bana believes that she will be able to pick up some news in the company where she has been working for 2 years, and it is owned by Seo-ha's family. Furthermore, Ban has heard that Seo-ha is working overseas. However, he has no plans of returning anytime soon. She doesn't appear to know about Seo-ha any more than that in this life, and wonders if she should leave the country to go meet him. Later, Ban appears to be talking to the manager of her company about her transfer to their office in Germany, to which the manager reveals to Ban that they only take seniors there. Thereupon, one of the employees asks the manager why he is talking nicely to her. In response, he mentions that since other companies are looking to recruit Ban as she is very talented, their company wouldn't want to lose such a talented employee. Later, while Ban is heading home, she thinks about how difficult it is for her to meet Seo-ha and wonders if she should just hand over the notice and leave for Germany. However, she seems to be skeptical and wonders as to what she is even going to say when she comes across him. Ban, moreover, wonders if she wants to see him again and appears to be unsure if it is just her obsession to see Seo-ha one more time or if she is just worried about him. Moreover, Ban recalls how the only reason she was able to be reborn this quickly was because she wanted to meet Seo-ha in her next life. Soon, Mr. Lee, a representative of Daehwan Company, approaches Ban. Thereupon, Lee mentions to Ban that he did not come to see her at her house, as it would seem like he is stalking too, which Ban tauntingly mentions that coming across her while she is heading home is still stalking. Thereupon, Lee inquires to Ban if she is not at all interested in his offer of joining Daehwan Company too, which Ban confirms that she is not. Turns out that the sole reason why Ban is still working at Me Group is because she wants to meet Seoha. Soon Ban proceeds to leave, and Lee receives a message from Dae-hun Kim where he informs Lee that Seoha is coming back to Korea. Furthermore, Ju-won's sister is shown to have received the same text as well. Later that day, Ban arrives at her office to give in her letter of resignation and soon discovers that Seoha will be coming back to Korea, and this time for good. This marks an exciting moment for Ban, as she has now finally found a way to meet Seoha again.